All right, so here's a woman who really has taken the sport by storm. Just getting going as far as her UFC career is concerned, but man, the film is favorable. She can do it all.
It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long for you to recognize that someone has something special. This young lady has something special. She's a fantastic fighter. She's a tremendous grappler, great wrestler, and she has very good hands. Everything doesn't have to be elite. It's all got to be very, very good. She's very good everywhere. And she's special in certain areas. That is well-rounded, and that is what we see in this young lady.
Certainly a lot of handicappers suggest she'll have an advantage wherever this fight goes, but gotta get it done on fight night. Gotta rise to the occasion. We'll see if she can do that tonight. All right, so here we go. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt looking to impose her will here tonight. She did tell us in the fighter meeting, she's starting to fall in love with her hands a little bit, but you got to think she's going to pursue a floor fight here tonight.
Yeah, John, the beauty in that is by developing the hands, you'll have to take them into account. Once you take it into account, she'll take you down. And once you're on the ground, man, it seems as though she is just in her world. It's like a fish to water. It's like Daniel Cormier to wrestling. When you're on the ground, she is safe, and she is comfortable. And when she's that comfortable, she can beat anyone.
She has handled the UFC nerves, the jitters pretty well as well, so stylistically, tough matchup on her hands. She believes she'll pass it here with flying colors. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Tabatha Baby Shark Ricci. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Mackenzie Dern.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so as many of you know, UFC back in the trenches in Abu Dhabi here tonight. We are inside the beautiful Etihad Arena where a lot of UFC history is already taken.
It's crazy how quickly this has become a destination for big fights, from Habib retiring, Makhachev's championship, to Poirier beating Conor McGregor. What an arena and what a destination Etihad Arena has become for the UFC.
All right, well, she was expectant that these takedown attempts would come in bunches. There's the first one, DC, and she's able to stay upright.
As you would expect, she is a phenomenal mixed martial artist. You knew that she had an ability to defend takedowns. She has shown that now. Look for her confidence to go through the roof.
Trying to establish the jab early on here. Oh, she caught the kick. All right, early on here in round one, and a nice job by her to immediately get the clinch. Now we'll see if she can change levels and get this fight to the ground.
She knew where she needed to be, and she got there. This was the first aspect of the fight that she needed to win, and she has done exactly that.
Oh, she cracked her up top there out of the clinch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent.
Oh, beautiful counter.
Oh, she is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight. Oh, my goodness. Big right hand. Oh!
I hope the judges recognize that she's blocking the majority of these shots. She's doing a beautiful job, I think, defensively.
She's doing a great job defensively.
Effective use of the jab by Ricci. He crossed the midpoint in round one.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
And now some separation between the two athletes. Ricci going for the body, missed with that kick.
She's got the single collar tie. Oh, this is big. That's big. Oh! Oh, nice right hand.
Inside leg kick lands there. And again with the inside leg kick, the redness is obvious now. Effective use of the jab there by baby shark Tabatha Ricci. Looks as though there's a cut on her forehead, yes. Ricci gets hit with a kick. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Takedown defense holds up. Immediately gets the underhook.
Oh, man.
Man, it's hard to remember her kicking game being on this level in the past.
She made it a focus during training camp, and tonight you see the results of all the time spent kicking during training camp. Oh, nice.
She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transitions.
Oh, really good strikes by her here in top position. She's moving her head pretty good on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these shots. Ground strikes really adding up for her now. Pretty accurate there from bottom position. Well, we talked a lot about her flexibility off the top, and she's got rubber guard now.
She's got rubber guard. She has options for finishes, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see very often in the UFC. Dominant position attained by her.
She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
5 minutes in the books.
Stop!
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Ricci's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding.
Exactly what I want to see, just like we did in the gym. This round, let's take her back down.
All right, let us get you some replays now from that previous round. She absorbed a whole lot of damage, and now she's dealing with a cut that candidly above the eye could be in a much better location
It's
for
in
her.
a bad place, J.A. The blood is leaking down her face. She looks a bit dejected. She looks concerned because she is getting pieced up by her opponent. And now, to top it off, there's a cut right over the top of her eye. She is in a lot of trouble, Anik.
Yeah, and we got the best cut men and women in the world, but I'm not sure there's anything that they're going to be able to do to completely stop the bleeding. Let's get to the next round. All right, here we go with our next round. Two of the best women in this division. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
You got to make a decision when you get up off of your stool going to the next round that this is my fight, and I am not going to allow it to slip through my fingers.
Stay focused. Let's get in this fight.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Well, that's takedown defense 101. She stuffs yet another shot right there. We told you off the top if she could stay upright, probably was going to be her fight today.
And she's fighting really well because she understands that she holds the advantage in the standing, in the striking. That is her realm. Although she's very balanced, she is a better striker than this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. And by staying upright, by defending takedowns, she is able to prove that.
Huge shot by her there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Just unable to quite find that range.
Now the two separate from the clinch.
Well, her striking has been great tonight. Rocked.
Oh my goodness, she hurt her again.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two. So she ties her up in the clinch once again and really hasn't experienced much resistance when she's tried to get the fight here.
She hasn't, and she knows that she has to be here. She knows that the fight has to be at this slow pace. It cannot be frantic. By getting to the clinch, it also allows for her to try to drag the fight to the ground and make her grapple with her where she's the best.
That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Dern's got the full mount. Looks like a potential submission attempt here.
Arms in deep.
All right, so now she chooses to bail on the submission, preferring to maintain a dominant position.
Very smart. It was a wise decision. And you can see her fight IQ on display there, not giving up a position to try to chase a submission.
Well, we haven't really seen her famed jiu-jitsu game just yet, but of course, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and she has realized a ton of success with her striking here tonight.
Every day, you have to get better. 1%, they say, as an athlete. She has shown that she got better every single day in her training camp, because we don't see her chasing takedowns as desperately as we normally see. She is comfortable in the stand-up, and she is winning these striking exchanges.
Ooh, she could get the submission here. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Ricci.
Great shot from the top position. She has no answer, so continue to feed her the question. Right hand after right hand from the top position.
1 minute to go in the round. Just unable to quite find that range. Dern's cheek looks like it's cut. Oh, what a connection over the top. She's wobbling out.
She's hurt very bad. She's on skates. She has to get moving. If she stays in front of her opponent, she's going to take one more that's going to end the night.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Oh, so how about that? She gets the takedown late in the round. The persistence paid off, Jim.
Persistence pays off. She is a cardio machine. So in order to secure a very big takedown like that late in the round, testament to her.
In full guard now. Oh, she's setting up an arm bar now. Oh, arms in tight. Wow, I thought she might succumb. She gets out.
I thought she was going to sleep. I thought it was over.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Away though, okay? You're telegraphing way too much.
Man, it looks like you could slide a $50 right into that gash on her cheek. Better to be there than above the eye, but not a great look either way.
Absolutely, and just a visual of that cut at the end of the fight is not a good thing. She was a little bit lax in her defense, and she's ultimately paying for it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Countering with the jab here, blocked by baby shark Tabatha Ricci. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
She gained separation, breaks that clinch position.
He's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got
Dern's going for a choke here.
That guillotine is tight. It looks like she's gonna finish this fight by guillotine. She's got her down. Now she's got her up.
Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's going to keep going for it, but the defense has held up every step of the way thus far.
She has to keep going for it, because if she wants a chance, she's got to keep trying to throw up submissions. Unfortunately, she is trying to submit one of the best grapplers in the division.
She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, unable to do so. Nice denial by the bottom fighter.
Great recognition in the grappling transitions. Way to maintain that guard.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, then he just gets up.
Dern's back in full guard now. Attempting an armbar here. Ooh, she's got that in tight. Oh, tremendous escape by her there.
Beautiful submission defense on display by this young lady.
Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, gets denied by the bottom fighter.
She got stopped right in her tracks. Great job by the bottom fighter. Lands a nasty strike off of her back. Always thinking offense, even if she's in a defensive position.
Right.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one.
Right to the single collar. She was able to close the distance, and now she's in position. Oh! She hurt her.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, full guard now, DC. She's on the bottom. What is she trying to do?
Well, she's got to throw up submissions to try to put her opponent on awareness. And these submissions will be used to reverse the position. Even if it gets defended, it will create space for her to try to get back to her feet, or maybe to steal a sweep and trick her opponent. Yep,
Oh, somehow she gets out.
I thought it was over, but that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters in their submission defense.
Man, she's making these ground strikes count. Making all these shots count.
Great job making her opponent recognize she's not going to just lay on her back. She's still being offensive.
Dern's has got full mount now. Outstanding grappling battle, and now back to the feet. Huge response from the crowd. We'll see who has the advantage here.
Big response from the crowd. They appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and it's exactly what they just got between these two young women.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it. Really lighten her up now. Both fighters throwing heat now. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Lands the overhand punch to the head. All right, now we get a little bit of separation.
Oh, big stick up top. That's another one.
That body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her, but now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now, and we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down the finish.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent's still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space, so she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
You are losing this one. You need to go out there and give me this round. You work way too hard for this. All right? You want this more than she does, don't you?
All right, so there's the end of the round. We're going to get you some replays here. Her submission offense is outstanding, just unable to get it tight enough there.
She's such a great grappler. She manipulates you so
Ready.
well on the ground that you see why people try to avoid grappling with her at all costs. But she got the fight where she wanted to. She almost got the submission that would have ended the fight.
Oh, she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. It's one thing to be aggressive, but also efficient. She is certainly doing that.
Nice pass.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
Let's go. I need you to get to half guard now.
Dern's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Well, we're becoming a broken record. Another ground strike landed by her there.
Full side control now.
Attempting a choke now. Ooh, look out, that thing is tight.
It's advancing. She's about to finish.
Oh, how about that? She gives up on the submission now. Ricci's back in full guard. Great work here from the bottom fighter.
She's so fast, so straight, everything just perfect. Everything perfect. Every strike, every kick, every punch. Everything's just perfect.
Good job by her here to land some strikes from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Dern's in half guard. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
Nice defense.
And right into side control. Oh, her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count, doing a very, very good job of landing shots, landing them in combination, and making them all matter.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
And now she has her back.
She's really accurate landing these strikes from top position. Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
All right, so she has already visibly hurt her opponent, wisely continuing to attack that cut.
Yeah, continue to attack the cut. John, she's tremendous. You know, you and I rave about this young lady striking. You give her a target, and she is going to continue to attack it. Great job.
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted.
Dern's looking for that arm triangle. Ooh, looks like she's got that arm triangle locked in.
This has got to be it.
It's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Oh, she got out.
She actually got out of that. Hard submission escape. This is a terrible position.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Nice ground strikes landed by her from top position now. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Ricci's in half guard.
Great defense to stay safe.
Dern's back in side control here. 10 seconds remaining here in round 4. Man, Mark Coleman would be proud. Her ground and pound game is on point. Well, she's staying busy, continuing to land ground strikes. There's another one. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
And she's winning this fight. We have 1 round to go out there and get it done. What did you come here for? To just show up or to win? Remember the game?
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round. And with that, our next round is now underway. And maybe in 2005, she would have gotten that submission in the previous round, but submission defense across the board is so good now, she was unable to close the show.
The game is evolving, right? The game is continuing to evolve, and people are so well-versed in all areas of mixed martial arts. She's hurt bad.
Big right hand there. There's that left hand.
There you go. There you go.
She's attempting to go for the leg now. Heel hook looks tight. That'll do it! The winner by heel hook.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight. She scrambled well in this fight, and she had to exercise some patience there a little bit, but once she found an opening, the tap came shortly thereafter. We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 42 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out, Mackenzie Dern!
Well, really nice to see this young woman get a chance to exhale as she celebrates with her coaches. You've won world titles in 2 divisions, but you're not calling your shot the way she is. She said, I'm going to win this fight by submission, and it goes into the books just that way.
That's so much confidence to put yourself out on a limb like that. Nobody is brave enough to say, I'm going to do it here, here, or here. She did exactly that and got that submission. Her star will only shine brighter after this performance.